kind of tempted to put a misleading title on here, but nah, I couldn't do that to you guys. Something like quitting YouTube or something. But no, I couldn't do that to you guys. How's it going on, buddies? My name is Oldie, and today is vlog day. I hope you're all doing well, and yeah, I've not really been making videos lately. I do apologise about all that, but I will be going into a little bit more detail of that in just a bit. And by just a bit, I mean a little bit later on in this video. But I just want to make this vlog to talk to you guys about a pretty big change, kind of a big change to this channel that I'm going to be doing, and also a few other things. So without further ado, let's begin. So as I'm sure a lot of you know about the game Town of Salem, if for some of you that don't know, it's a game by Blank Media Games, and it's one of those set in the Salem witch timed, and it's kind of like an investigative game where you have to like find the mafia and all that stuff. It's quite a fun little game, but I hadn't really played it in a while. I kind of stopped playing it for a time, but that was actually the game that I first met my girlfriend on, Willow, aka Tiggy Pie, and basically that was a game that we used to always play together, and I stopped playing it for a while, and I thought, you know, yesterday we'd have a game together, and I'll be honest with you, I like the game. I really enjoy the game, but I can't. I kind of realized last night why I stopped playing it. Basically, we were in a game, and basically, like they're supposed to be having chat filters, and they've got this chat filters installed so you can think out words. But there's kind of still a lot of bugs, which are kind of which have been said they're glitches. But they happen a lot more often than not. Basically, we were playing a game last night, and Willow was getting whispered to a lot, and the things that were kind of being whispered were stuff like they were basically just really graphic, like pretty like sexual things, and to be honest, I was kind of getting really annoyed. And the thing is, I understand when people try to rile people up because it's part of a game. But there's kind of a line that you don't cross, and to be honest, a lot of people that play, and I'm not saying that everyone who plays Town of Salem is, you know, one of those like people, but it seems like more often than not, you'll get people that kind of just go on it. They'll call themselves the N-word and stuff like that. I don't really want to say it. I really don't want to say the word. You guys know the word I'm on about. Like that, fucked hard, and then all these like really sexual ones like fucking you know, and like rapist. I mean, how is something like that not kind of been filtered? Now, the thing is, I don't know that a lot of people are like, oh, you know, rape's funny and all that stuff, but I'm not being funny. But if rape is the brunt of your comedy, you really need to kind of think what really is comedy, because it's not really. I'm not being funny, right? And I don't want to be one of these people that preaches to the choir, but come on, it's fucking ridiculous at the end of the day. And I apologize for swearing because I'm trying to cut down on swearing, but this is a topic that I feel like, you know, I'm gonna swear on because it is ridiculous, and it literally ruined the whole night. We had like a couple of games afterwards, and it was just like, but from that point on, I just really didn't feel comfortable playing the fucking game anymore. So that's why I literally can't wait for the private lobbies to come out, because we're going to be doing something, and I'll like basically involving Town of Salem, because I don't want to stop playing the game, but I don't want to be playing with people like that. So basically, when the private lobbies come out, me and Willow will be basically we're going to be trying to do a weekly thing where it's only private lobbies, and we play with you guys. You know, basically you add us on it, you know, just like, you know, like Twitch it. We all just have a nice casual game of Town of Salem and have fun and enjoy it, because the game is good. I do enjoy the game. I just don't really enjoy the company because of things like that. The thing that kind of bothered me was that, as well, you know, I mean, for those of you that follow us on Twitter, I put something up on it, and Willow afterwards put something up on it, and it kind of seems like not just things like that, but a lot of things are just kind of being chalked up to glitches when they're not. And I hate to sound like, you know, one of those whiny people, but this is really something that's it's pretty ridiculous now. And to try and like sort it all with a chat filter, nah, I think it really ain't cool. I mean, like I said, I enjoy the game, I just don't really enjoy the direction that it's heading and the people that it attracts. So yeah, but the minute the private lobbies come out, we're going to be doing, you know, we are going to be continuing to play the game, but we're going to be playing it with you guys and kind of just get how they, like, basically play the game how it was meant to be intended, you know, and enjoy it, have fun, and not have to worry about people saying that they're going to rape you or, you know, fucking sending messages that are really sexual and shit. I mean, it's not even, you know, I'm not being, unless the whole concept of what is funny has changed over the past few years, that's not really comedy. And it's people that are trying to be funny or just trolling, and it's pretty sad, and it ruins it for everyone. So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about that. But yeah, it's a great way to completely ruin a game for everyone. So regarding the channel, basically what I'm kind of wanting to do is I'm kind of wanting to change a few things regarding what I like, how often I upload, how much I edit, what the content is, because recently, mainly it seems to mainly be on Twitter. There kind of seems to be like a lot of pot shots being thrown about at each other, and it's kind of like people have gone from being, you know, everyone's like, oh, you know, you do it and everyone has fun, to it kind of just seems like a lot more people are competing against each other, and it's kind of, you know, it really sucks to read stuff like that because it puts a damper on you, and it kind of makes you feel like it really is all about the numbers at the end of the day. It kind of puts you in a mindset where it's like, oh, it's all about the numbers, how many views you get, how many subs you get, and it really does, it alters your perception, and it really you know, it really sucks because, take for instance when Five Nights at Freddy's 2 came out, a lot of people, you either liked it or you hated it, and a lot of people were like, oh, you know what, this game sucks, it's just the same game as before, so lame. And yet people that they know who were like, yeah, I like the game, you know, it's a really good game, and then they'd be like, oh, well, maybe it's not so bad, and then they just go right back to bashing it afterwards, and they'd be like, yeah, well, I'm just saying that it sucks, and then, you know what I mean? It's like, I've not played the game, so I'm not going to pass judgment because I haven't played the sequel yet. I enjoyed the first one, I haven't played the sequel yet, but it kind of feels like, you know, what you upload and what games you play are, you know, it puts you into a mindset where it's like, you have to, you know, you have to do it because everyone else is like, you know, yeah, that's the in thing, or you don't do it because everyone else is like, yeah, that's the in thing, which is kind of a catch-22 situation. You either do it because it's the in thing, or you don't do it because it's the in thing, which is, it sucks, and it alters your perception, and it kind of makes you question why you upload videos in the first place. So I kind of, you know, and to be honest, as much as I really hate to admit it, I've kind of been feeling like that as well, where I've been like, oh, you know, do I do this game because, you know, it's the in thing, or would people be like, oh, well, you're just following a trend? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's kind of made me feel like I overthink things now, to the point where I really think a hell of a lot before I play a game. Even when people suggest games, you know, because they're like, oh, you know, why not try that game? It's like, oh, that's cool. And then you read up on what other people say, and they're like, oh, you know, everyone's just a fanboy or whatever. And it's like, it, you know, it sucks because I really appreciate when you guys suggest games to me. You know, I'm like, oh, you know, I look into them, and then it's just, I kind of, you know, it's like when you see what other people are saying about it, and the amount of negativity, and then they're like, oh, if anyone who plays this, they're just like following a trend, or they want to be, you know, they're just bumming off whoever, and it sucks. So I'm kind of deciding now that I'm really just going to be doing, you know, let's just going back to when I didn't really care about numbers or anything, because as much as I hate to admit it, I kind of feel like I've slowly began to think, oh, well, maybe these numbers or how many things, instead of being like, I do it, I enjoy it, and hopefully, you know, you guys enjoy it. Because I kind of feel like a lot of things I used to do on this channel I don't do anymore, and it's, you know, it kind of sucks because it kind of feels like my channel is changing, but it's not changing for the better. It's like I don't really do music that much, and I want to get back to doing that. I don't do skits as much. I want to get back to doing that. I kind of prefer like lower subs than higher subs, because with lower subs, it kind of feels like you guys are a lot more like genuine, if you get what I mean. So I'm sorry if that vlog kind of got a little bit deep towards the end, but it's kind of just something that I wanted to get off my chest. So there's going to be a few changes, but I swear they will be for the better, because you know, I just kind of feel like with the way things are, with everyone competing, it's best that I just blot that out and not be worried and stressed, and more focus on you guys, and just be like, you know, hopefully you guys enjoy enjoy what we upload, and I want to make sure that you guys do enjoy it. So that's super cool, and I'm gonna start playing some games that I did not want to do before, because people were like, oh, you know, that those games suck. I'm just gonna now be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it because I enjoy it and I'm having fun, and that's the main thing about it. You just gotta have fun, otherwise there's not really any point, you know. But you know, thank you guys once again. Genuinely, I really appreciate everyone's support. You guys have been fantastic, and you know, it's been a really good year. But like, seriously, you guys have been absolutely awesome, and I can't really thank you guys enough. You guys are freaking awesome. And thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, maybe leave a comment and subscribe. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you guys later.